good one, lads. Right, I'm gonna park my Tesla first, just so none of these dirty GSFs can drive it. I have a good one.
Oh no, at this point it's just 100K in Dice City. PD there and everything.
What?
Yo, what's up?
Where's the higher up?
That Rudy right here.
I'm one. What's up?
Alright, let's go talk.
Okay.
What's up, my boy?
Yo, Lico, come talk, man.
Yeah, what's up?
What are we talking? You want to talk inside?
Yeah, wherever. I'm not trying to like say anything like super fucked or anything. I just literally want to just talk. Also, I've never been inside, so you're gonna have to show me around.
Yeah, just keep walking straight. Right to the double
What's up,
doors.
man? What's up, Jonas?
What's going on
Hey,
here?
hey, y'all go outside real quick. We're gonna talk to this guy. What's up, brother?
So you guys are both the higher ups?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Where isn't one of those Alejandro?
Yeah.
Alright, so Alejandro and me were part of Diablos before.
Yeah.
My name's Mr. Nobody, just so you guys know. So basically, I'm here because I'm kind of over the whole petty spinning, obviously, and I get it. Obviously, Twitter beef and scrapyard and that
Alright,
shit.
hold
Like
on,
it's
hold
all
on.
fun.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you talk, but I'm about to stop you right there. The petty spinning? There is no petty spinning. The spinning that whenever I went over there to talk to you about Twitter, I wasn't gonna spin you. I was just talking shit
I
to y'all.
appreciate that.
The petty spinning is coming from the triads from yesterday, and you weren't in city. Did I remember? I don't know if I remember seeing you.
Oh shit, I'm yelling.
but-
Sorry.
No, you're good. We killed the triads yesterday one time.
Okay.
These guys came back 6 times, no reason at all, 6 times, and literally right before we got raided by the PD, they were just sitting outside in cars waiting for us before we started so they could try to spin us. And I told them, yo, get out of here. PD's about to raid us. I need y'all to get out of here. They were just sitting outside being cringe about it, trying to start problems. Okay, so then
I'm just coming to you from like a third party perspective, because obviously I wasn't in city, and at the end of the day, like, I'm literally talking to you from a roly-poly standpoint. I don't give a fuck like what those guys did. I don't give a fuck like what you guys did. I really don't care. All I really want to just talk about is literally like what can I talk to my gang about and tell them to like start improving on, because all I care about is the improvement of the roly-poly in the city. That's literally all I care about.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's all we're all trying to do.
For the last couple of months, like, I haven't been in a position where I have like much of a say, but now that I'm in a position where I can actually like enforce some shit, I really want to try to get some of these young bucks in my gang to start understanding, like, you know, we're trying to improve the city. We're not trying to fucking continue with how the city's run. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So like,
I mean,
what do you guys have to as like suggestion? Because like, I'm kind of over all this fucking, you know, this small shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't believe the
and
scrapping is.
I'll be honest too. Like, right? So say the Twitter shit in the scrapyard stuff. Like in my eyes, that's all like low quality stuff, right?
Okay.
So, but my eyes isn't the way that most of my gang see shit, right? Most of my gang are all fairly young, and they say like they hear me whenever I tell them to like stop being fucking petty and shit. They say that they hear me, but right, I'm listening to them on radio, and they're talking about the warehouse scenario, right? One dude starts punching them and shit, and so they stab him, right? So case closed. One of your boys like just stood there and watched him die or whatever. But instantly after that, they're hanging out by the warehouse trying to be petty and idiots so that you guys can pull up and cause an issue. You know what I mean? So
Okay, but
I'm not saying that you guys are
I-
at
I
fault.
I understand
I'm saying
that.
we're at fault. You know what I mean? They're
Right, I
being
understand
childish.
that. I understand that scene, but look, here's the problem. We pressed them about being at scrap. JJ says, "Oh, I have a warehouse here," you know, because Aztecas have their own little scrapyard in the back of their thing. Okay. Then he says, "Oh, I have a warehouse here. We're not scrapping." I said, "Okay, well, let me check your pockets." I check his pockets. He doesn't have scrap on him. Alejandro checks the car. There's scrap in the glove box.
Right.
So why did he lie to me? You know, I have every reason to kill him because like, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right,
As
right,
much as you don't think that scrapyard, the scrapyard is low quality, I'm gonna be honest with you here. You know, this city doesn't have much of a gang territory that we can necessarily claim. So those are gang locations. Scrapyards are ran, drug processing, all that is ran by certain gangs. And scrapyard is always gonna be, you know, it's gonna
What you
always
guys
be
claim,
something
yeah.
where taxes are paid or guys are not supposed to be there. It's always gonna be gang location. So there's always gonna be a time where. Now I understand if we're just going and making shit up. Hey, well, you were at my scrap. No. I already talked to my guys about that. Don't make shit up. If you saw him at the scrapyard, we have a reason to press.
Right.
But if we didn't see you at the scrapyard, we can't just go and tell you, oh, well, I saw you at the scrapyard when y'all were never there, because then y'all are confused.
Right.
So I've already talked to them about that. We're not just gonna press for dumb shit and make up shit. But the thing is with triads is that the problem we've had with them, and like I said, I could have made like 4 fucking prayers yesterday on it because they just keep coming back because they were mad that we killed them, and they died every time. And so the petty reasons is talk to my boys about it. We've had angels come and talk to us about it. Like we are on the same page as what you're trying to say.
Sure.
And we're not trying to spin for any
By the
petty
way,
reasons.
Rooster's
But like
open.
just earlier, KOS, they're following one of my guys. You know what I mean? That's enough reason for me to go into and say, hey, were you gonna rob him? Were you gonna kill him? What's the reason for you following him?
Left it open.
Ends in a shootout. You know what I mean? It's just like I'm with you on the whole thing. I'm not trying to just kill triads just to kill triads. These guys, they were at our scrap this morning. There was a lot of them at our scrap. There was just now. They were at our scrap. Azteca scrap. We're alliance with them, so of course we're gonna back them up 100%, just like Mob and Vagos would do with y'all.
Yeah.
But I agree. The petty spinning's definitely got to stop. I mean, I agree 100%. But I feel like
so like I'm seeing it from a third eye, right? Because I'm not, dude. You'll never fucking see me in any of those situations, any of those scenarios. You know what I mean? Like, if I know that the reason why we're gonna pull up to a location is for, like, in my opinion, a petty reason, I'm not gonna show up. So I'm looking at it from a third-person perspective. That's why I say like scrapyards is like a petty reason. I'm not saying like physical locations. Like if you see them, like that's a petty excuse. It's like, for instance, like if we showed up on your block here, or if you guys pull up on our block and you're like, yeah, we saw you at scrapyard. To me, from a third-person perspective, I'm like, dude, come on, you got to come up with something better than that. But I understand where you're coming from. It's the same thing. Like, if I saw you guys at the scrapyard that we claim, I can understand, like, we would want to use that excuse too. So I do just want to say, like, I do understand where you're coming from.
Right. And I mean, like I said, I'm not trying.
I just
Go ahead, go
personally want to see like an improvement to the city, and when it comes to like, I don't know where you guys stand when it comes to Vagos. I understand a little bit more when it comes to Mob, because it seems like Mob and us have more of like a spinning situation, so I just want to see like what we can improve on my end.
I mean, I'm gonna be on the thing that I see is just that I don't think y'all is really